Hello everyone, this is Saul from the end of November 2024. This video was recorded the end of December 2022. Yeah, I've been sitting on this one for a while. I've been trying to record more Let's Plays for my YouTube channel for some time now, and I've been succeeding with the recording. The problem comes with the editing. Even with the minimal amount of editing that I do, it requires a non-insignificant time investment, which is a bit difficult when you have both a design degree on the go and an almost full-time job. I have restarted my Let's Play hobby like several times in the last 2 years, but I've never really gotten it off the ground. I didn't even realize I still had some of these older recordings. I thought I deleted them ages ago. And, you know, it might be better for me to just delete those ones too, and maybe I still will. But I think at least this game, Prognostic, should be showcased, as much as that means for a channel with, like, what, 20 subscribers? Only 2 of whom actually, like, watch anything I put out. If I do more of these old recordings, I'll probably introduce them as such before the actual start, like I have here. So just keep in mind that anything I say regarding my situation are 2 years out of date. So with that preamble out of the way, let's take a trip back to 2022. Welcome back, everybody. This is Saul playing Prognostic. Little horror game I saw, and I decided, heck yeah, I hate playing horror games, and yet I always make Let's Plays of them, so let's do it again! I've been trying to record some more videos lately, and it hasn't really gone to plan. It's either been, I just decided that the entire game that I recorded over the course of like 50 hours just wasn't interesting enough of a video, like from my end, not from the game itself, to release. Or I started to play the game and within 50 minutes I realized, yeah, no, I'm not going to enjoy this, I'm returning it now. I did some horror streams over the Halloween weekend, but I don't think I'm going to release those to YouTube. They're not very good. But I'm hoping this one's gonna be good. Let's find out. All the stories are fictional. Alright. Honestly, I would hope so. Unreal Engine. Step Hair Studio. That's a cute logo. I actually like that.
I have heard how my parents died. My brother and I were sitting in a locked bedroom and could only listen.
Dang.
We heard the knife stabs until their screams stopped.
Dang.
The
That's
police
pretty...
decided that our parents were accidentally killed during the robbery.
What do you mean accidentally killed? That's not an accident!
In our neighborhood, no one had any money, especially immigrants.
Like, even if it was a robbery, like, that's not
After
accidentally killed if they're stabbed multiple
we were picked
times.
up by the only remaining relative in the States, a woman named Randolph. A medium. Our grandmother. Our mom never
Randolph
talked about her
can be a woman's name?
and hid away her letters without opening them. I think that Mrs. Randolph thought that she cared about us. She taught us.
Unless it's like a
still remember
surname.
Rituals, prayers, and constant promises to reveal what happened to our parents. But later. It was always later.
It really is
When
always
would we be
later.
ready? My brother was the first one to escape. He joined
Escape.
the
That's one way to put. Holy
I left
shit.
her after. I, like my mother before, did not respond to her letters. They were just another promise to reveal some secret if I came back. When they stopped, I sighed with relief. Finally. A local lawyer visited us shortly after. Grandmother was killed, stabbed with a knife. They suspect a robbery. The voices of my parents came back, and they are not alone.
Oh shit.
Our town is eating itself. Death comes for our people, for my friends, and I can't take it anymore. Grandmother was trying to understand what was wrong. She tried to tell us, and I'm starting to believe her. She solved crimes. She helped the police to find the perpetrators. I have to take her place. I have to go back to her house.
And this is why, kids, if there's a terrible secret that needs to be told, don't put it off. Tell it straight away. Prologue. Personal case. I can't leave my own house. Your brother is a police officer who needs your help. Every day he will send you a new crime case. Your goal is to solve it. You can use divination rituals to uncover new clues. Once you find the culprit, fill out the report and send it to your brother. Solve the test case and convince your brother to accept your help. Why did you come back? We've been watching this old woman go crazy through all our childhood, and now you want to take her place. What are you doing? Well, fine. Do you want me to help you? Then let's conduct a small test. Make an invocation to the souls of the dead and tell me, oh great seer, which of the neighborhood kids broke my window. I'll send you a description of them just like the ones the old woman worked with. If you find out who did it, then we'll talk. One of them committed this terrible crime a couple of years ago on December 14th at 1 o'clock in 1902. I live on the first floor in an apartment at 2 Meadow Street. And don't even think about deceiving me. I know who did it. I just want to test you out. What year does this game take place? A good, diligent boy, but he fell in with bad company. Patrick Willis. No date of birth. Age 13. Male. Red hair, green eyes. The son of a single mother, he doesn't go to school, and during the day he works as a janitor in a bar. I appreciate his desire to help his mother, but this is not the place where a child should grow up. Harrison Hawks, age 14, male, black hair, brown eyes. Why can't I open this one? Oh, here we go. Lives in a workhouse nearby, a very quiet and sullen young man. Zachary Morris, 14, male, brown hair, gray eyes. What if I just, pick a random one and it was correct? That would be really funny. The son of the owner of hairdressing salon. A very quarrelsome kid. Andrew May, 16, male. That doesn't look like a 16-year-old. I know, when you get old, as you get older, it's harder to tell, how old someone is. But that's, a 10-year-old. That's not a 16-year-old. Black hair, blue eyes. A very active boy, constantly running around somewhere and doing something. He has a great future ahead of him, if he manages not to get in trouble before that. Drake Paulson, 16, male, black hair, black eyes. Alrighty. Ooh. Go to the next room and find the is that not the ritual candle? Other divination only work when the ritual candle is lit. Light a candle by using instructions from the book. Hold down the right mouse button to take a closer look. Oh. Can I put this down? Shit. The door of the ritual rooms are marked with clues. Find a room with a wall map. It has a symbol of a compass. Creepy. I guess that was what I was supposed to do. Why is the light blue? That's a little creepy. What is this room? Terrifying wind sound. Gross. What is it with bathrooms in games like these that are just so disgusting? Also, what is this supposed to be? It looks like a litter box, but there's no, litter in it. Ah, here it is. Can I turn the... Aw. In order to work with the ritual map, you need to use dowsing rods. Press Q to pull them out. Place the file of one of the suspects on the stands. It's located next to the map. Follow the instructions in the book. This method allows you to determine where people are located at any moment of time. After specifying the date and hour, you can hover the dividing rods over the map and find the right place where they'll cross. This search will help to confirm an alibi, find missing persons, or find out who were on the scene of the crime. Look at the city. It's full of blind people. Keep an eye on them. It's full of the weak. Protect them. It is full of sinners. Punish them. In order to find a person, do the following. 1. Make sure the ritual candle is lit. 2. Put the person's dossier next to the map. 3. Choose the time on the calendar, year, month, date, and hour. 4. Hover divining rods over the map. The closer the rods, the closer the person. 5. The rods will cross in the place where the person was. 6. The rods will spin if the ritual candle has gone out. 7. Place the flag on the right address in order to add a clue. Right. I was like, there's more to the house. Look like a person for a minute. Fuck, I hate when they do that. That's creepy. On the stand. What stand? Is this it? Oh. Alright. I'm gonna write this down so I don't have to keep going back and forth. What? So you have a limited time to do it. Okay, so it's... December. Whoops. 14th. So he was... Second Meadow Street. Okay. At... Harris Hawkins. Okay. Okay, so it's Harris Hawkins then. Alright, let's see if I got it right. Our methods are working, who would have thought? Well, okay, if you're so anxious to find out what's wrong with our town, let's work on it together. Thanks, bro. Now I imagine it's gonna get harder. I do like, though, in a lot of these detective-like games, like if you're playing, you only ever end up working on one case. Like, in the game Observer, which I love, don't get me wrong, you're going in to work, like, on your little thing, it's like, it's giving you, like, case number, and it's just the one, and you don't work on other ones. Like, when I saw the thing, I thought it was gonna be, multiple. But no, it's just the one. Also, I'm looking at this image, and I'm realizing that these are all AI-generated art. Because it looks, like, I forget what it's called. It's like an art breeder or something. It looks exactly like a lot of pictures you get from there. Good job. Gift from God. I was allowed to take part in the preparation for a major court hearing. On the outskirts of town, at 18 Barnhill Street, lies the Fulton Farm, home for a closed and deeply religious family. As it turns out, they were too religious. Earlier this year, one of them murdered their youngest relative in their own home, as a sacrifice. All of the Fultons now cover the murder, but only one of them made the sacrifice. I don't even know who was in the house. Try using dowsing to find the murderer. Send the killer's dossier. Send his or her distinctive feature by using dowsing ritual on the victim. Send where the killer was during the murder. The time of death is marked in the victim's dossier. Okay. The candle is a conductor. It provides contact with the spirit world. Rituals only work while the candle is burning. As soon as the contact is established, the light of the candle will change to blue. As soon as the candle goes out, connection will be interrupted and rituals become impossible. At this moment, all candles will change their light from blue to yellow. You can find spare candles next to the candlestick. Remove the extinguished one and light a new one to re-establish the connection. Instructions on how to establish and maintain contact with otherworldly allies. This will help you answer your questions. Candle is necessary for each ritual. Any fortune telling is questions and answers, and the answers can be obtained only when there is one who can give you an answer. You cannot imagine what exactly had to be done to prepare for this ritual. All you have to do is light the candle. Okay. Oh, more of the house is open. Interesting. I imagine there's going to be more to it than just this, mostly because, like, the main, like, image is, like, the image of, like, a really terrifying-looking old woman. So, and I think this has something to do with it. These covered mirrors, that has to do have something to do with it. The doors close on their own? I hate that. Doors should not be closing on their own. Oh, that, tells you where what the rooms are. Interesting. Can I open my front door? No. I like how the upstairs is completely blocked off by, like, broken shit. That's the dowsing room. What's back here? Oh no, sorry, that's the dowsing room, I think. This is something else. What does that mean? God, I just want to, like, get the mechanics from, House Flipper to clean this shit. The meaning of things dowsing. This ritual allows you to find out distinctive feature of the killer's appearance. Follow the rods to find the right object in the house. You can use this hidden meaning to determine the appearance of a person. I think that was just the door closing. I think. Follow the rest of the house. You can use this hidden meaning to determine the appearance of a person. After learning the appearance of the killer, you'll be able to find him among the suspects. This ritual expands the holistic connections between a person and objects and allows you to look into soul from a distance. Now you have also seen the world of hidden meanings and beginning to forget about the material world. This is a mistake. The essence of people seeps through them, leaving us marks on what we own. Study this ritual. It will help you with your new duty, but most importantly, it will help you to understand. Place the victim's dossier on the stand. Walk around the house. Crossing of the rods will indicate the direction towards object. Find out which object the rods intersect. Memorize the object and return to this book. If the rods are starting to rotate, the ritual candle will extinguish. Light it up. Find out the meaning of the item and mark the killer's feature on the nearby list. Item meaning. Clothing. The color of the clothes will tell you the color of the hair. Painting. Murderer has a tattoo. Books. Murderer has a birthmark. Fireplace. Murderer has burns. Clocks. Murderer is 30 years or older. Bed. Murderer is 29 years old or younger. Blade. Murderer has scars. Toys. The color of the toy shows the color of the murderer's eyes. Candle. Rods are silent. Okay. God, just like every little noise sets me off. Does the game take place in 1904? Because that's what it's set to. Anyway. I've already found it. I've been wandering. I wonder if it'll unlock the rest of the house as we go through. Like, I feel like it's gonna make things more complicated. Shit. I should probably read these. Lake Fulton. Gift from God. I was allowed to take part in the preparation for a major court hearing. On the outskirts of town at 18 Barnhill Street lies the Fulton farm, home for a close and deeply religious family. As it turned out, there were two... Oh, I read this one already. Lake Fulton. Let me just write this down. Lake, he has red hair, green eyes, and this is the victim. I don't know much about Luke. I saw him a couple times in the church. A calm and cheerful boy. It's a pity everything turned out this way. Okay, so date of death, January 8th, 1904 at 11. That's early. Okay. So we have Nathan Brown and Brown, 29. Alicia Black and Brown, 28. Luke's mother, one of those people who can answer any question with a quote from scripture. Our senior detective thinks that she's very sorry about what happened, but it seems to me that she's disappointed not in their act, but in something else. I guess this is his death. Luke's father, awkward, absent-minded. Every part of his life is dictated by his parents. I've always felt sorry for him, but even compassion has its limits. Got Annabelle. Gray and green, 62. She's convinced that she's part of the world's first family of saints. How she came to this conclusion is not very clear. And then we have Conrad. So he's got gray hair and blue eyes, and he is 66. The patriarch of the family, he was first who told us about the ceremony. He compared himself to Abraham. He said that they gave their greatest treasure to God. I noticed that he often averted his eyes during the interrogation. It looks like he's hiding something. Oops. The victim was Luke. Walk around the house. Maybe it's on the other side. Ah, it's a clock. So it's one of the grandparents then. I didn't like that. I did not like that. Age is 30 or older. Okay. Whispers indicate that one of the mirrors has been opened. The dancer has to point the way to that mirror closed as soon as possible to get rid of the intruder. Ooh, okay, so this is where it's going to get more difficult. Now you're on your own. Solve the case. Okay. There has to be other clues, though. No. Let's see if there's anything about... so January 8th. Oh, sorry, that's the month. Whoops. Uh, 1904 at 11. So he was at 18 Barnhill Street. Okay. Yeah, he was also there. She was also there. She was also there. Okay, okay. So he was somewhere else. Okay, so it has to be the grandma. Because it's an older person, but he wasn't there. So it has to be the grandma. I'm curious why the mother was disappointed. Dossier. Annabelle. Oh, my, thing is going out again. Oh, so I had the clue that he was elsewhere, and that's why- okay, I can give that, and that's why he isn't the murderer. Probably. Alright, let's see. So it's her. Let's see if I was correct! I was given only one attempt to contact an irrigation, and your tips were not enough to get it through. I'm sorry, but we won't get access to the archives anytime soon. Ah, innocent. Okay. Murderer. Victim. Innocent. Innocent. Okay, so the clue about Grandpa is apparently not helpful. I hate these terrifying noises. Okay. Maybe I placed the flag in the wrong spot? Oh. Send where the killer was. I heard something terrible today. I just heard a woman blaming her husband for not being able to kill his own grandson. Annabelle had to do it for herself to appease the voice of God. This case gave me an idea about death of our grandmother. The strikes of different people should be different, right? I studied the autopsy results of our grandma and found a couple of oddities. Each stab was weaker than the previous one. In the course of the struggle, such a clear pattern is impossible. The direction of the blows also doesn't match up. They are too similar and weird. Knife strikes were aimed at the chest area, and the blade was directed not upward or downward, but almost perpendicular to the body. Maybe she was killed in her sleep and the whole robbery was staged? If so, then someone was trying to disguise premeditated murder. Who wished her death? I will try to find the last people she spoke to. Alrighty. Doing pretty good so far. Day 2. Tough lesson. Are you sure everything is alright? I know that at night you're busy helping me, and during the day you try to open new rooms in the house, but there's a limit to everything. Maybe your hallucinations with mirrors are just a reaction to a lack of sleep. Do me a favor and go to rest as soon as you finish this case. A local school teacher died of a heart attack right in the middle of the church. The case would not interest us if the headmistress of the same school had not died of a heart attack at the exact same hour. Do you want to know another coincidence? The headmistress corresponded with our old woman for the last several years. Autopsy has shown that they were poisoned an hour before their death. Find out who did it. Mark where the killer was during the poisoning. It happened 1 hour before the murder. The perpetrator and the victims had to be in the same place. Send two of his features by using the dowsing on 2 victims. So January 28th. So we want 12 o'clock to figure out where everybody was. So where were you, Aaron? Alright, so Tristan was in the same room. Diana was not. Is that her name? What's with this spooky noise? Scared the piss out of me. What broke? Oh, they're spinning. Is it just because I left? Yeah, okay, it's probably just because I don't know. The music is being really, like, ominous, so I was worried that maybe, something had happened, but no. Okay, anyways. Spencer. Oh, he was there. How about Molly? Okay, she was also there, so it definitely wasn't Diana. Terrifying. Fuck off. So the clothing is gray, I think. Or is it green? Oh, my lights are going out. Oh, let's do this again. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, here we go. It's looking at a dinosaur, like a toy. Is that a clue for something? Okay, so it's green. So the murder has green eyes. Oops. The murder has green eyes. So it's either Tristan Brown or Molly. Let's try putting Florence's. Maybe hers will show a different clue. Okay, didn't like that. Painting? Oh, there's a clothing item in here. I guess? The clothing is red. Oop. Sake. Again, I guess that's brown. Okay, so brown. So it's Tristan. Ooh. Yeah, so hair color is brown. What? Oh, because I... Okay. So, it has to be Tristan, though. I think it's him. Alright, let's see if I got it right. Mr. Kinnock told the investigator about how the school treated his son. The teachers did their best to make him quit the school. This Irish boy should know his place and other nonsense you'll hear in old families. It all ended with the teacher persuading other children to beat him up. It worked too well, and now this boy will not be able to walk. Mr. Kinnock said that his son's future was taken away from him and he couldn't bear it. I won't say that I condone his decision, but I understand him. The connection with our old woman turned out to be a dead end. It turns out that she was in active correspondence with not only the headmistress, but with several professors throughout the country. They discussed some scientific issues. I will study her letters and report the result later. Okay. Day 3. Working disagreements. An old policeman asked us for help. He used to work with our grandma, but stopped after the police cut all ties with her. If we help him, he will tell us why. This interested me, so I decided to agree. The case itself was solved. Mr. Bones, a sailor dismissed from the Navy, quarreled with his new employer over money and killed him during a scuffle. He threw the body into the basement of some abandoned house. Bones's confession is already on my desk. The problem is that the murder took place at night, and Bones was Bones was drunk, so he has absolutely no memory in which the cell of the body lies. The relatives of the murdered man asked to find the body for a burial, determine the hour of death, and find where the victim and Mr. Bones were at the time of the murder. If he succeeds, this cop will tell us something new about our old woman. Determine the location of the victim at the hour of death. Determine the location of the suspect at the hour of death. Okay. I mean, that one's going to be super easy. The Wheel of Thanatos will help you find out the exact time of death. It's located on the first floor. So this floor. Actually, I remember seeing it. This way, yeah. Now all the shit's gone. Terrifying. Don't like that. In order to determine the hour, day, and month. Actually, I want to read the behind the scenes. Find out the hour of death, a book about numbers and their meaning. This method will help you to find when any person will die, their final hour and day. Unfortunately, it will not show the year, so you have to find from another source. To do this, you need to calculate the key numbers based on the name and then set them on the Thanatos circle. The circle will show you the hour and the day of death. After finding out the final hour, you'll be able to use the map to determine its location. This will help you check the alibis of your suspects. You cannot change the final hour. This is the main lesson that you should understand. We begin our existence already in the shackles of fate. Your day of death has already been determined. This method will help you to know it. In time, you'll realize that everyone is doomed, and you're not an exception. Make sure the ritual candle is lit. Put the victim dossier on the stand. Determine the zodiac sign of the victim by using the table on the next page. Turn the Wheel of Thanatos at the black arrow point to the zodiac sign of the person. Identify the key letter of the first name. It just depends on the element as described on the next page. Open the Chaldean table on the next page. Determine the key number for key letter of the name. Turn the Wheel of Thanatos at the right arrow points to the key number of the name. Identify the key letter of the last name. It depends on the element as described on the next page. Open the Chaldean table on the next page. Determine the key number of the surname. Turn the Wheel of Thanatos at the blue arrow points to the key number of the surname. The white icon means that the death happened in the morning. The black icon shows that it happened in the evening, so you need to add 12 to the hour of the wheel. Oh my Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, so when were you born? July 11th, 1860. July 7th. Oh, I should have known that. I'm born July 9th. I'm Cancer, yeah. So he's Cancer, which is a water sign. Which is so water sign, the last letter of his name. Shit. I saw something over there for a minute. Anyway, so that's an N. So the number is a 5. Key letter of the last name. If the surname has identical letters, then the key letter of the surname is the last one. If not, then it's the first one. Huh? What do you mean identical letters? What does that mean? Well, I'm guessing it doesn't have identical letters. So it's the first one. So S. And that corresponds to 3. Zodiac. Okay, next was key number of the name, which was 5. That was red, right? Yeah. No. No. Why do some of them not have numbers? That's weird. Blue. That was 3. I did not like that. I did not appreciate that one bit. But the first month... No. The second day... Oops. And the hour was... midnight. I guess? 12 midnight. So yeah. What? Why is it in Russian? Why is it in Russian? Okay, so we have to find out midnight January 2nd. Oh fuck! I didn't realize it had done the thing. I didn't hear it until I was getting close to it. Maybe I should have just ignored it. Eat that. Terrifying. Okay. Alright, let's see if I got it correct. Yay! We checked the place he indicated and found the body, so our new friend agreed to tell us about his work with our grandma. Previously, she was often approached by local officers and she helped them without any charge. It all ended because of the last case. She's found for them one particularly brutal gang, but they were released because of the personal order of Judge Brooks. The next day, all 12 criminals shot themselves. They say the last of them was muttering something before his death. It was something about the voice of God calling them from beyond. The police didn't work with our old woman after that. To be fair, it does kind of sound like maybe she did something if in that regards. Sins of the past. The whole city knows about this case. In 1882, smugglers on a run from rangers hid in a house on the outskirts of the town at 1 South Way Road and killed local shepherd and his family. The case was closed many years ago. Now part of that gang has decided to move back to our town. I've already found them, and I know that almost all the members of the gang were involved in that case. I don't need your help to find the guilty. On the opposite, send me the names of those who are not in the house in 1982 and the day of murder. They will go to jail. The rest of them will meet the gallows. Send the dashes of the gamers who did not participate in the murder. They were not at the crime scene at the hour of murder during the massacre of 1882. Okay, so I have to find when they were murdered. We know the where. Where did my pen go there? So far as I know, there's only 2 mirrors. There's the one in the bathroom, and then there's the one here. My question is, why the fuck do they exist in the first place? Why do we have terrifying evil mirrors that can summon strange women? I do wonder though, like, would I have been okay if I hadn't opened the bathroom door? So, May 29th. May 29th, that should be Gemini. Yeah, so Gemini, which is an air sign. Yeah, maybe we should leave these out so I know. The 3rd letter of the name, or the first if the name has less than 3 letters. So that's a C. And a C is related to 3. If there are more than 5 letters in the surname, then the key letter of the surname is the 5th one. It's not. It's the last one. More than 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so it was the 5th one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's I. So that's a 1. Okay. So Gemini, which I think is this one. This is so gross. And then 3 into 1. I kind of wonder how they figured this out. So we've got the 11th month. The 20th day. Oh, I heard it come off. I actually heard it this time because it was close. And 4 in the morning. No? th month, yeah. 20th day, hour, 4 in the morning. She's the victim. And the date of death... Oh, because I didn't change the year. No wonder I was confused. What? It's still wrong? Oh, 1858. Fuck. Or, wait, no, is that his birthday? Yeah, no, his date of death is year of death is 1882. Hour is 4 in the fucking morning. So, okay, when it means it happened in the evening, they mean it happened in the PM. That's what it means. So I need to add 12 to the out, so it means it happened at... The writing doesn't mean anything. Fuck's sake. So yeah, it happened at 4 in the afternoon. That's silly, because 4 in the afternoon is an evening to me. Like, if it happened in the nighttime, then it should be... Sorry, if it's nighttime, then it should be, like, 4 in the morning. Oh, here we go. What? Oh, this one. What? What? What do I do? Fuck, I did not need that. That was horrible. Oh. Where were you that night? Well, wherever you were, it wasn't in this city. You're fine. You're fine. Okay, he's at it down. So, Julio Perez and Jackson were not here. Let's see if they got it right. Well done. We will visit them tonight. Still, it's strange that they came back here after so many years and take the risk of being executed. They are not the only ones, though. We already arrested several wanted criminals who suddenly just showed up in our town. The new judge is tired of signing death sentences. It also seems to me that we may begin to attract all kinds of madmen. Ooh. It looks like we might be unlocking a new room? Day 5. I wonder how many days it is. Ooh, that was a good finger crunch. I couldn't understand all of these terms and formulas from her letters, so I asked a local professor for help. It turns out that in his youth he studied with our old woman at the university. She had a science degree, who would have thought? Unfortunately, this gentleman's family suffered a tragedy. His granddaughter was killed. She and her fellow students threw a 3-day party at 6 Barnhill Street, and after walking away from the hangover, they found her already cold body. The murder took place October 1904, but we do not know the exact day. I saw her grandmother was able to establish a connection between the killer and the victim using tarot cards. If you repeat this ritual and find the killer, the professor will help us with the letters. So it happened at 6 Barnhill Street. We know it was October 1904. Can go upstairs now. Please don't let there be more fucking... Oh, there is a mirror up here. This is gonna make it so much harder. No, the anxiety! I wish I could turn those on. Oop. Oh fuck, there's one on either side here. Oh, kids' room. Oh, I thought that was a candle I could light. Basically, it's basically just good to have these out at all times, just in case. Oh boy. I'll see what it says. Tarot cards allow you to find out the connection between the killer and the victim. This connection is symbolized by the card received during the deal. New knowledge will help you to separate the innocent from the guilty. To do this, compare the biographies of the suspects and the victims to determine which of them have this bond. We are all connected. Our relationships are invisible threads. They pull us to make decisions that we naively consider our own. Fuck off! What will happen to me has already been determined. What will happen to you has already been determined. Imprints of every bond you have will remain with you forever, and even after death, they will not disappear. Make sure to place the victim dossier on the stand. Shuffle the deck until its images shine with light. Go. Shit. It's the one downstairs, I think. I do feel like you should get a little bit more warning. Watch out for the death card. If you see it, do not open further. Shuffle again and start from the beginning. The star. Keep opening cards until you draw the justice. There we go. We'll open and memorize one card after that. Which is the Tower. The murder is part of the family. Go. Alright, let's find out what time this took place. Stop that! Stop closing the doors! Shit. Fuck! I think it would be good if the dowsing rods glowed a little brighter when there was, like, shit going down. Because as it is, like, it's really hard to tell. September 24th. So she was a Libra. Which is the scales. Right? Yeah, and that is air. Third letter. So that's a B. So that's a 2. Fifth one. But she only has 4 letters. Oh. I hope multiple mirrors can't open. You know, if I were this guy, I would have thrown out all of the mirrors. You know? N is a 5, and I need to relight my thing. Like, alright, it's like the mirrors are hostile, and if I don't have them covered up, she's gonna come out through the mirrors and kill me. So why not get rid of all the mirrors? So anyways, B is this one, and that's 2. And blue is the N, which is 5. I hate it. Anyway, it's the 4th month. The 2nd hour. And the 23rd day. Oh, it's night, so, 2. Oh. Wait, no, the month couldn't be the 4th. Because she died in October. Did I get something wrong? It's upstairs. Bitch, run faster. Fuck! I don't run fast enough! Like, I'm so far away! Like, by the time I realized it was happening, it was way too late. There we go. Fuck, it's fucking 24-hour time. Yeah, that is one kind of annoying thing about a lot of horror games I've been playing. Which is that the characters do not move fast enough, especially in instances where they should be fucking booking it. Like, motherfucker should be able to move so much faster than this. He should be able to move so much faster than this. Is me sprinting. You know, electricity did exist in 1904. Just saying. I think when you're reading this, the game is paused, technically. So it's either Selena or Jacob, because they're related. Innocent. The victim's neighbor. So both of these are suspects. Blonde hair, brown eyes. Blonde hair, brown eyes. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna have to see where they are then. Where was Rebecca on October 10th? Wait, they went to a party, right? Why were they at a Okay, it was a 3-day party. Okay, that's fine, I guess. It still feels weird that she like died in the middle of the afternoon. uh and Jacob. So it was Selena. Yes. I put a little pressure on her during the interrogation and she began to sing. I thought that she did it out of jealousy, but there was something else. Only during the interrogation she mentioned where she heard about the betrayal of her groom and her sister in a dream. This professor lost his second granddaughter. I personally came to arrest her. And yet, he kept his word. During her university years, her grandma came up with an insane theory of what she calls consciousness transmission. This is the assumption that thoughts and feelings live in some kind of invisible field that can affect people. Judging by her last letters, in recent years she has come to the conclusion that even the thoughts of deceased people can emit their residual waves. If I didn't know that your fortune telling works, I would consider these records to be absolute nonsense. Maybe the professor's granddaughter heard something from beyond. Maybe she heard them fucking when she was asleep. This time, I sent you an example of a crime that no one wants to solve. One couple terrorized residents of a small neighborhood. They carried out armed robberies and intimidated witnesses after. The locals couldn't do anything about it because the girl's father is, let's say, is quite an influential person. It all ended badly. The couple was killed. Amelia at the end of 1903 near the house at 7 Glower Street, Lucas in September 1904 in the local shop at 4 Glower Street. Experts say they were shot from a same revolver. The locals refuse to testify. Maybe they deserve it, but if they don't arrest the culprit, their friends will come to the neighborhood and we will have a lot more victims on our hands. Let's start with Emily. Alright, so the next card. Judgment, which is... the murderer seeks justice. Okay. So if I see death, redo it. The Emperor. Oh, it's on this page. The killer is a man. Okay. Interesting. I don't find, like, the actual, like, creepy lady, like, really all that terrifying. It's all the little other things that go on that are freaky to me. Okay, anyways. August 13th. So she's a Leo. It's the one that's upstairs. This one. I have to really strain my ears to... Whoops. Maybe I should turn up my volume. I mean, So I have a separate volume control. Oh my god, that was so loud. I have a second volume control for my headset. So sometimes shit... it's a scroll. So, if it just, like, sometimes it brushing against my arm will lower it. And it makes things harder to hear. So yeah, maybe it's a good thing to turn this up, and maybe I'll be informed better if something's happening. That's really fucking loud, though. Anyways, what was she? She was a Leo, which is a fire sign. Yay! So in a fire sign, it's just the first letter of the name. So... an A, which is a 1. Fuck! It is so much worse now that it's louder. If it has identical letters, it does not. So... so it's the last letter. R. Which is... 2. Okay, so we have... Leo. Okay, red is the 1. Blue is the 2. So it happened at 1 in the evening. The 28th of... Wait, what? It couldn't have been... No. Fuck off. It couldn't have been January. It said the end of the year, didn't it? At the end of 1903. So that can't be... I've done something wrong. Red is the first name. The first letter of the name. Her first name is A, and A is 1. God, it's so much worse now that it's so loud. If the surname has identical letters and the key letter of the surname is the first one, if they're not identical, then it's the last one, and and it doesn't have any identical letters. So it's R. Yeah, and R is 2. And that one should be blue. Oh, no, fuck, I did this again. I did this wrong again. It's... But the month is still which I don't understand. But it says at the end of 1903. January is not the end. I'm so confused. That makes no sense. That was not necessary, sir. October 5th. So he's a Libra. Which is an air sign. Third letter of the name, which is a C. And that makes it a 3. If there are more than 5 letters in the surname, then the key letter is the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's an E. And an E is a 5. What was the red again? Shit. Anyway, this should be at a 3. And he's a Libra. So 20. And he was 1904. He was the next year, I believe. 9th month. Day was the 6th. Okay. So that's so loud. September 6th, 1904 at 8 p.m. Oh yeah, I completely forgot that I'd already done this. So for Amelia, it was the wanted justice, and with Lucas, man. So it's not Harper or Evie, it has to be Thomas, Matthew, or Jerry. You know, with the emphasis on, like, it is not possible for you to, like, not know, like, it's impossible to change when you die. I wonder if this is, like, and there's, like I said, there's such an emphasis to it. I wonder if it's gonna lead to, our main character here dying. At the very least, could this be more satisfying than how Madison ended? Where, you just end up going through the ritual and the dude dies and is taken over by the spirit of Madison. Was it 7 Glower Street? Where's Glower? And let's see where Thomas was. He was close. Matthew. Oh. Might be Matthew. And Jerry was also there. Alright. And then Lucas, September 6 at... That's so loud! I did like this, right? Yeah. Did she escape the mirror? I remember reading somewhere that she can only hurt you if one of the mirrors are uncovered. Shit. It's the one upstairs. I think? Yeah. I am not even gonna try seeing what happens if you get close to her. Well, just for shits and giggles, let's see where Thomas was. Oh? Thomas was there. The fuck? Okay. And then Jerry. So it was Jerry. Send where he was at the hour of the first and second murder. So which of these am I guess the killer, the one that says the killer is a man. Yes. A murder weapon was found in Mr. Hancock's house. I believe that he did not act alone, but he refuses to name any accomplices. During the interrogation, he almost immediately confessed and said that he was haunted by thoughts of their murder. This thought didn't end even with the death of the Walkers. Now he dreams about other murders. This cannot be a coincidence. All killers mention strange dreams and voices. It seems that among the dead hides the one who can control the living. It's good that there is one among us who is able to control the dead. It is you who can control them, and not vice versa. Right? I mean, I kind of just briefly had to play the end of that particular, like just a little bit of that particular scare, and like before it loaded. Day 7, rags to reaches. There must be an explanation of why you are starting to see her more often. Maybe it's because you're using more of her rituals and they are making contact easier. But why does she hunt you if she herself left you all these instructions? I know it's hard for you, but we have to keep going. You've seen the last case. Those who hear the voice cannot stop after one murder. Someone has to catch the guilty, otherwise we will face even more deaths. Over the past couple of months, screams and sounds of fighting became a common thing. Such a fight recently happened on the outskirts. We have found a body in a homeless camp at South Wave Road. 1. I talked to the informant and identified 5 suspects who could have been there at the time of death. So it's 1904 in September. The problem is that they can hide anywhere. I don't need to find all the people from there, just the killer. Send me the name of the killer and where he is today on the 30th of November, 1904. Why are you so loud? Are you trying to tell me that my time's running out? Justice. Okay, so it's this one. Up. The High Priestess. The murderer has an accomplice. Alright. Okay. March 4th. So he's a Pisces. Which I believe is a water sign. Yeah. The last letter of his first name, which is a Y. Which is a 1. This scare again. Anyways, if the surname has identical letters... Hopkins, it does not. Shit, which one? This one, I think. Yeah. Sorry, it was an S, I believe. Oh, no, it was the first one. Which is an H. Which is a 5. So Pisces is a fish. Where's the fish? There's the fish. Key... Gross. Key number of the first name, which was a 1. And then key number of the other one, which is a 5. For once, it was in the morning, at a time, like, 2 in the morning, which actually makes sense. The 3rd. The 9th, which is September, so that's correct. And it was this year. Okay. Fuck me! That was not appreciated! That's where she is. And I think he's just where he spent all his time. Ryan. It's not Ryan. How about you, Max? It wasn't Max. How about you, Sebastian? Sebastian was there. As was Elliot. So it was either Sebastian or Elliot. No. How is it taking those off, by the way? I'm kind of curious about that one. What the fuck? 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 That's so fucking creepy. I don't know how to pick which one, though. Because the one that would really help here would be to have, like, hair or eye color or something, and we don't get that. I have the date of death, they were both there, and one of them's the accomplice, so, like, technically they should both go in for a crime, but who's the accomplice? I know, it kind of sounds just, like, based on their biography that Edwards would be the mastermind, and then, Sebastian would be the accomplice. 30th of November... Shit. No, it's this one. Shit. Shit. Run. 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 Run faster. Run faster. Whoa. I wonder if that's what this is for. Anyway, what are they doing? Oh. Sebastian's dead. So he's 17 Pinner Street. Sorry, no, not Sebastian. Sebastian's fucking dead. It's Elliot. What? Oh, it has to be at 20. It doesn't say that here. That's irritating. I mean, he's still fucking there. It doesn't really matter, does it? There. It turned out that we were dealing with 2 murders. This morning, Edwards tried to hang himself in his cell. He said that he planned to share the loot with Bach, but the devil convinced him to keep everything for himself. We were right, it was his voice again. The people who've fallen under the influence of the voice are not connected in any way. They have only 2 things in common. First, they all live in our town, and second, this voice compels them to commit murders. Whoever that voice is, it wants to drown our city in blood. Maybe our grandmother was trying to stop it? Who fucking knows? Day 8. House fire. That doesn't bode well for me. This is probably how I'm going to die. I decided to leave this whole problem with the voice for a while and focus on finding the killer of our old woman. This may help us to find out what is happening with the town in the long run. One of the suspects is Henry Saunders, a very hot-tempered young man. He worked in his father's shop and often delivered groceries to our old woman. In July 1904, a fire broke out at his home on Durham Road. Only one body was found inside. It was heavily burned, but we recognized it as Henry's wife by her jewelry. Saunders himself was mysteriously missing. I suppose he could rob her old woman and set his house on fire to fake his death and quietly leave the town. To confirm this, I need to know what exactly happened during the fire. Send the survivor's dossier, send the location of the survivor during the fire, mark where he is now. Alright. Okay, I need to figure out when she died first. So, April 4th. Aries, which is a fire sign. First letter of the name, so that's an S. So that's a 3. And then if the surname has identical letters, then the key letter of the surname is the first one. It does have some identical letters. Is the first one. So that's also an S. So it's 3 and 3. What did we say it was? Again? An Aries? No. Yeah, Aries. Where's Aries? There. I'm not listening. I don't give a shit. It don't matter. Anyways, so it's at night. 18, so that's 20. The day is the 30th. I think we already knew this, but I forget. Month is September. Nope, okay. I mean, no matter what, even if it's the first and the last, it's gonna be the same. Date of death, July What? Not according to this thing, she isn't. According to this, she died in a completely different day. The world. The person is she's still alive? Oh. I just had a thought. It's the one upstairs. of shit! Sorry, what's the date today? December 1st, 1904. At 22. Can you shut up? Oh, but okay, so he's not dead yet either. Well, as long as it's, what's the month? 7. Oh, no. So it is him that's dead. Oh, I forgot to change the hour. Ha 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 ha. There we go. Can you not? Sorry, what time was it again? Fuck off. So yeah, dude is fucking dead. He was wearing his wife's jewelry for reasons. July 22nd at 7. Oops. Oh, what? I was not paying attention. So he's been with his wife the whole time? December 1st. Fuck! That happened so fast because I was sprinting, I just ran right through the jump scare. Can you fuck off, bitch? Get a hobby. Wait, did a second one just go? Or was it just the sound of it, being put back? Okay, I think it was just the sound of it being put back. Alright. Sorry, December 1st at 22. Where are you? Yeah. Sophia. So it was a Mr. Saunders who died and not Mrs. Saunders. We found her at her parents' house. The poor girl burst into tears as soon as she saw the officer. I decided to ask her about possible dreams, and she looked at me shocked. She told me that the voice of the saint had ordered her to punish her cruel husband. The amazing thing is that she is sure that this voice was a woman's. Henry Saunders can't be our murderer, but I'll keep digging. Let's try to find out which of the possible suspects recently got rich. Absolute insanity. Day 9, Black Sheep. Our next suspect? Do you mean victim? Is an old lady and a longtime acquaintance of our grandmother. In October 1904, Miss Stanton announced that she had won a check for $40,000, and a week later, her four grandchildren and sole heirs came to visit their lonely old lady for the first time in 15 years. Funny coincidence. Another surprising coincidence was that Miss Stanton died peacefully at her home at Glower Street. Determine which of them could have killed her. Until then, I will check whether she really won the money or she just visited our old woman. Reading of the runes. Right, I should... Alright, tarot reading time. Whoops. I keep accidentally clicking out. Justice, so it's going to be the next one. The Magician. Killer used a false identity. They're located on the second floor. Yay! What's this? What? Wait a minute. What? Gross. Anyways. Alright, how does this work? Rune divination allows you to reveal what other people hide. The last runestone left on the table will show the secret of a person. Your ideas about civilized society should already be changing. Now it seems to you that everyone around is hiding something. You're right. If you are still in doubt, use the runes. They will reveal to you the secrets of the living. Those events that they prefer not to talk about. If you feel that your faith in people is disappearing, you're on the right path. Put the suspect dossier on the stand. Make sure the ritual candle is lit. Throw the runes. Put those of them that lie with the sign up back in the bowl. Clear the table. Repeat the process until there's only one left. How do I clear the table? Oh. R. Ripo. Journey, relocation. Person has found a new home. Whoops. Okay. What? Will you stop that? Oh. Must it make, like, such an ominous noise when I just blow out the candle myself? Must you? What's that? Looks like kind of like a P. Wunjo. It is so much worse when it crashes. Sorry, Bunjo, Joy, a new lover. Fuck, it keeps moving too much. Taylor. N, which is Hagalaz. Person has a lot of money. There you go. Looks like an arrow pointing up. Tevas. Person hides or changed their name. Here we go. Fuck! So... It's Andrew Danton. I wonder how many of these there are. It seems that our preacher not only decided to play the role of the grandson, but also to speed up the process of attaining an inheritance. I got confirmation from the organizer of the lottery, so his grandmother was really that lucky. Well, more or less. And our grandma, as it turned out, remained poor until her death. She spent all the money she earned on books, cards, and other fortune-telling tools. They are worthless to anyone but you. I have only one remaining suspect, Judge Brooks. He released several of the criminals that were found by our old woman, and she, in turn, helped to lock several of his wealthy but dubious sponsors. They hated each other. Brooks retired several years ago and was happily forgotten by everyone. I'll try to find out what he's doing now. Murder at a masquerade. It's exciting. Our investigation has reached a dead end. I don't know what to do anymore. I thought Judge Brooks just moved out of town, but it turns out he died 2 years ago. In 1902, Judge Brooks was considered a significant figure who made the city what it looks like today, for better or for worse. It was said that he was going to run for mayor. His murder still continues to worry several influential people. The people were with him at the time of the murder. They saw the woman who killed him. The problem is that the murder took place during a costume party at his home at Durham Road 5. We sifted out all the guests and servants who had an alibi. You will receive files of others. Maybe if we solve his murder, we will have new evidence on our old woman's case. I know the chance is small, but I have no more ideas left. Alright. I'm surprised I haven't seen the old lady hanging around for no fucking reason. I'm also surprised I haven't seen the death card. The magician. The killer used a false identity. Thank you. I just did this one. Oh. Shut up. I mean, is that really much of a secret? It took place during a masquerade party. Like, that doesn't really help me. Were these pictures always here? Ingers. The seed. Interesting. Edward. Here it says, I think. Giant new post. Has lost or found a new job. Stop that! That's the worst one! Manaz. Person hides or changed their gender? So, it's probably Christopher. He was pretending to be a woman. Evas is... Person hides or changed his name. Looks like a fish. Opila, legacy, relative of the person was killed. Okay. Anyways, I better turn that back on. Evas again. Person hides or changed their name. What? Something must be wrong here. I'm getting no readings. Does she just not have a secret? That's impossible. Is she like... So... Oh, I think it was the one down here, yeah. Shit, 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 fuck! A little bit more time so I could get down the goddamn stairs at his absolute snail's pace of a walk would be great. Alrighty. Upstairs. Blue toy. Oops. What toy meant? So, murderer has blue eyes. So he's innocent. He's a suspect. He's a suspect. Innocent. Innocent. Suspect. Mystery person. So Edward, Christopher, Riley, or Kayla? So it's probably Christopher. Because it said he was hiding his gender. That the killer was hiding their gender and he was killed by a woman. So it's probably Christopher. I mean, I feel like they're all gonna be in the same spot. Oh, not Kayla, though. She was back home. So yeah, that just, So it was Christopher. Hour of the crime. Killer has blue eyes. And... Please be correct. This young reporter sacrificed his morality and went for murder to help the town. He pretended to be someone else to commit murder, and this gave me an idea. There was something missing in the death of our old woman. She had no debts. She had no enemies left who wanted her death. The only few people she spoke to before the murder have alibis. I checked everybody. Even you. Except one. I used to think she was killed in her sleep. Perpendicular wounds, strength that decreased with every blow, with every blow were suggesting that. But there is another option. Suicide. She staged a robbery, then put a knife to her chest and began stabbing herself as long as she could. She did everything to make her death look like the murder of her parents, so that we can start an investigation, so that you can take her place. All this is part of her plan, and I'm afraid that soon we will find out exactly what she's up to next. Well, fuck. It did kind of sound suspicious that, like, the stabbing, like, got weaker with each one. Like, I did kind of sound like maybe she did it herself. Shot next door. Oh, dear. Tunnel? What does the tunnel have to do with this madness? I'm sorry, but right now I can't discuss your nightmares. I couldn't get enough sleep myself. Why is he talking about a tunnel? I don't know anything about a tunnel. I saw how my boss died yesterday. I stood a step away from him. There was a loud clap and a bullet pierced his chest. An eerie sight to behold. What worse is that we were in our department at Pinner Street 4. Judging by the trajectory, the shot was fired from the roof of one of the neighboring buildings. To complicate matters further, the boss announced the upcoming layoffs last month. We suspect it could have been one of us. Yeah, I'm convinced that we're gonna fucking die. I haven't run into the death card yet. I'm kind of disappointed. Next one. The Chariot. The killer is a colleague. Well, that... Okay, who here isn't a colleague? Colleague. Colleague. Interesting. That's suspicious. Alright, let's take a look at the runes. Creepy. Well, let's see what the dude had. Maybe it might be interesting. Alright! Good to know. Agalaz. Person has lost a lot of money. Okay, that one's a little bit like Kana's ulcer, a new disease. Alright, Patrick, what's your secret? Pyrrha says... has lost or found a new job. So he did lose his job. I really do be hating this one. Ensues a crisis or a finding of new faith. Well, let's start a dousing then. Looks like we're pointing at a pillow or a bed. I think bed was one of the things. 29 or younger. So, Samson is 26, so it could be him. He's probably, yeah, he's 56. Patrick is 24. And George is 20. It could be all three of them. You couldn't give me an exact time of death. I mean, you were right there when it happened, right? Gemini. Which is... air sign. Third letter of the name. Which is an O. So that's a 7. If there are more than 5 letters, there are. It's the 5th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's I. Which is a 1. So you've got 10, the 20th, November, yeah. Alright, so he's at 4th Pioneer Street. Samson was at 4th Pioneer Street. What? Oh. Sorry, he was at 7th. Interesting. Whoops. Shit. Gross. But we already know it's not Jordan because he's too old. So it could be either Patrick or George. Pinner Street 4. So yeah, because he was at 9, and then it was, and then Patrick was here. Okay, what did it say about... What did the rune say about Target has lost... So he lost his job and he is in a crisis or a finding of a new faith. I want to say Patrick because he was fired. So he's not a colleague anymore. And then George is a recent hire, so he is a colleague. So... No, so then it would mean it was George. Let's see if I got it right. Wait, that... Was it not that? I'm at 10. Where were you, Samson? So it's not Samson. Patrick. George Cook. where the killer was, the hour of the crime, dousing, where he was. If this isn't it, I'm going to be annoyed. We found a makeshift altar in his house with 2 photographs on it. Our photos. Cook didn't want to kill our captain. He aimed at me. My colleague, a policeman, tried to kill me. And you should be next. I don't know what is threatening this town, but now it's gunning for us. I need a drink. Dang. Uh-oh. Oh, the mirrors are gone. Ah! Is she gonna try to possess me now? Is this Madison all over again? The fuck? What's happening exactly? Fuck! I hate it. Day 12. I can still hear the water. Day 12. The runaway. Are you okay? To see a body at one's own doorstep, it must be shocking. We are trying to establish dead girl's identity, but so far unsuccessfully. I'll tell you right away, your alibi was confirmed. You're in the clear. This cook that we arrested escaped yesterday. I am sure that it was he or his accomplice. The one who helped him escape. They wanted to intimidate you, but they don't know yet that we will not stop. You must find them before they get to us. The escape took place at 1400 at the stables at 17 Pinner Street. The prison escort was killed by Cook's accomplice. The girl whose body lay at your doorstep was killed on the same day at 23. Let's find those bastards. Why only... The bullet flew right next to me. 2 feet closer and I would be dead. I still can't believe it. Will I be that lucky next time? I'm not sure. I thought about it for a long time. I decided to write you a letter, just in case. I can see how this house is pulling the soul out of you. Every day, you're digging through the dirt, death, and madness. This leads to gloomy thoughts, deprives you of hope. But I met people who survived only thanks to you. You are not suffering in vain. Remember, you are my best friend. You're all I've got left. I'm proud of you. Sincerely, your brother. Have you already guessed who helped me escape? Gross. This is my welcoming gift. You thought you were saving people. Those criminals you caught were executed. Just another drop in the chalice. Where's more notes? He sheltered the lost. Let him in. Bring them back. All these pictures on the floor. Where's some more notes? That's so loud. Creepy. How the fuck did this asshole escape, though? That's what I'm wondering. Like, I know the police are often shit at their job, but the chalice lies underground. Well, I can't go underground. It won't let me. He is locked away beyond the edge of nothingness. Our savior is waiting. Is this gonna be another Eldritch Abomination thing? Honestly, kind of sick of Eldritch Abominations. Let's be real. You know, if it wasn't for the plot, this place is disgusting. It'd be nice. He will give us eternity. She dared to stand against him. Death has brought her back to her place. Oh. I don't think I've ever been in this room. Didn't realize it was there. Another room. Okay, I think that's it. The devil. How nice. Wait. Okay, no, it's just the death card I have to watch out for. I want to assume that the black one is death. There you go. Justice. The Emperor, which was... The killer is a man. Well, thanks. So, it can't be Danielle. Fantastic. Oh, here you go. The lovers. The hanged man. The empress. Temperate. Am I just gonna go through the whole fucking thing? Oh my god. Finally! The High Priestess. The murderer has an accomplice. Issa. Well, this person is full of hatred. Opila, relative of the person, was killed. Interesting. Behu, wealth, they've recently become rich. Honestly, this is the longest I've gone without having to close a mirror. Okay, this one says Ansu's Crisis of Faith. What? Oh, sorry, Fehu. Wait, I'm confused. We're gonna get spooked again? Whoops. Ingus. Okay. I do not give a shit. Shut up. Behu. What? Oh, it's the one facing down. And Sue's. Okay. Well, that didn't help at all. So I'm guessing is that George Cook murdered the girl. That was unnecessary. Fuck you. I'm just really surprised that I haven't had to close any of the mirrors yet. Alright, so... at 1400. So she was killed at Barnell. Alright. Hey, Evan, where have you been? At the time of the murder. I don't think it was Evan. Oh, it wasn't him. So it says everyone was here. So... So, literally everyone was there. That is unhelpful. Literally everyone was there. And she was here. Fuck off. Alright, let's try 23. Okay, yeah, so he was dead. She was killed there. Okay, so it wasn't Evan. Wasn't Patrick. Who? So girl died at 18th Flower Street. So we have – Patrick Owen was there. And so was George Cook. And so was... And so was Patrick Whitney. Okay, yeah, she's definitely innocent. And then literally everyone but the girl was at the Pinner Street. Evan hides a hatred, but he wasn't at the 18 Glower Street, so it wasn't him. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna need this one. Alright, who murdered the girl? This way. So it's pointing at a toy. That's all demonic and why are all the toys glowing demonically? That's weird. So toy means... Shit, what color was the bunny? Creepy. Black, so the killer has black eyes of the girl. And Sam Elliott. Upstairs. That's either a black shirt or a blue shirt. I can't tell because the light is shit. I think it's a blue shirt. Oh wait, no, because clothing is hair, isn't it? So I guess it's black? Okay, so the murderer of the girl has blue eyes. Patrick has blue eyes. George has green eyes. And Patrick Whitney has black eyes. Wait. Or was the killer the person with black eyes? I can't remember. Black eyes. Okay, so it's Patrick Whitney. And the guy... Well, literally everyone except the girl was there. And the killer has black hair. So who has black hair? We have... Ben. Danielle, but... I think we've already established that the dude's male, so it's not her. And then we have Patrick. Ben... So... I think it's just Patrick. I think. 20th December. Okay, we need to figure out where, George Cook is, as of right now. December 5th. Shut up. Okay, anyways. So, I think it's Patrick Whitney. So, the clue. Is that black hair and black eyes. Where's George Cook right now? Dowsing trait, dowsing trait. And where is George right now? Oh, what am I missing? Oh, Elliot's tarot reading. Please be correct. Yes. I'm sorry, but your brother can't answer anymore. I've already visited him. No! But don't be upset. I can be your new friend. You found us both. I'm impressed. You're truly the one who can hear the departed. You have a lot to learn and to do, but first, I provided a gift for you. New case. Now please, close your eyes. I don't want to. Why do I have no sound? Ah, there we go. Oh shit. Am I actually gonna see, like, a person? No, of course not. We can do spooky looking ghosts, but an actual person? Nah, that's too much work. Forgive me my sin. He forced me. We've been tainted by his thoughts. Please. Don't bring us back. Don't let him in. What? What's happening? He is coming. Don't make this a chase sequence. Ah! Did I die? Don't make me go through this again. First death. And here's my gift. I prepared a new case for you. A young family, an immigrant, his wife, and 2 sons. One night, a murderer sneaks into their house and leaves their sons without parents. Familiar? The moment that changed your life. So who is to blame? Dang it. Unknown and is that me? Am I the unknown Anderson? I'm a mystery. Still can't get down there. Something about a dowsing rod and my father? Go home. Oh, old home. Outside. Dead. Well, I guess that simplifies things a little bit. Nope. So green eyes. I think that's what it means. Yeah. Nope. Oh, fine. Oh, it's upstairs. I was I was thinking that it was just like gonna send me to the same one. I think that's pointing to the books, but let's just double check. Yeah, okay. It's pointing to the books. What was it? Books? Murder has a birthmark. What? No. Then what was it pointing at? Oh, shut up. Clock? Oh, clock. Pointing at the clock. Okay, so the killer is old. So it can't be me! Killer... Oh. Oh my god, finally. It's been so long. So anyways, I believe clock means old. Murder is 30 years or older. Shut up! Okay, so that's the dowsing rod. Why didn't she talk to her mother? Why didn't she tell you about your grandma? I don't know. But our king allowed me to speak with her. She told me how she asked you not to tell anyone about the voices. Do you want to talk to her once more? Age is dead. So, December 1st, 1891. I believe. He worked all his life to provide for his family's future. Like many people, he did not notice the threads of the higher purpose behind the routine. I spoke to him, thanks to the king, and you know what? Even he heard your whispers at night. It makes me wonder if he ever regretted marrying your mother. So yeah, both December 1st, 1891. I couldn't find your portrait. Couldn't even get your name out of your brother. Until recently, I doubted that you even existed. It's nice to see you in person. Wow. I'm only 19? Age -1. What? Your older brother. What was he like as a child? The same arrogant, sarcastic asshole? As like -1 of age. Date of birth is January the 1st. Alright, buddy. Joan Rand. Okay, so yeah, Randolph was her last name. Your grandmother. What a kind, selfless person. She sheltered you, raised you, gave you a purpose. She always had big plans for you. But how early did she start bringing them to life? Mrs. Fulton was your neighbor and even looked after you time to time. She listened to your stories about weird dreams and imaginary friends. It was you who introduced her to the voice of God. 13 years later, Annabel Fulton sacrificed her own grandson as a gift to the voice. The King of Mirrors asked, and she answered, voluntarily. But was her grandson the first victim? He dabbled in petty theft in the neighboring streets. He was detained by a young policeman named David, the future chief of police, whom you helped out so much. Richards was arrested based on suspicion of killing your parents. The next year, he was executed. Back then, Brooks was just a simple officer. He found 2 boys locked in an apartment with their dead parents. When your brother decided to join the police, Brooks took him under his wing. He worked with your grandmother in the past, and he knew what you were capable of. He used you just like everyone else. Alright. Whoops. So the killer has green eyes. James, you are innocent. Congrats. Joan, you are also innocent. Congrats. Annabelle, you are also innocent. Bruno, also innocent. Brooks, innocent. Oh, so green eyes. Whoops. James, blue. Joan, green. Still a suspect. Annabelle, also green. Still a suspect. Bruno, also green. Suspect. Brooks, blue, innocent. Okay. And my eyes are green, so I'm still a suspect. But what was the hour of the crime? Because it doesn't say. I do kind of hate how I can't make the dowsing rod there go away. So, time to find the hour of death. Good to know. 2300. I mean, I guess at this point I don't need anything else. I don't need motive. I really hope this isn't gonna turn out that I killed my own fucking parents. Wait, what? I was outside! I'm innocent! Wait, if I was outside... Joan was also outside. What? Oh wait, I forgot to set the fucking date. All right. Okay. Where were you? You were outside. I was in my home. Joan was in our home. Annabelle. Whoops. Oh, I did Annabelle. Whoops. Bruno. Interesting. So Bruno was outside, so he was innocent. Annabelle, whoops. Annabelle was outside, so she's also, so it's either me or Joan or Joanne. Oh, no, it could have been me because I wasn't, so it's Joan. It has to be Joan. Joan killed my fucking parents. So I need... Oh. Oh, find a clue, but I forgot the tarot cards. The Fool. The cards are silent, the bond is unknown. Whoops. Oh. Thank you. The Empress! The killer is a woman! I already figured this out! Where's the killer is a woman? There we go. Okay, now I can answer the question. Now you know all of it. We didn't destroy your family. She did it. Your grandmother couldn't find the strength to go against him. She needed a successor, one who is connected with death since childhood, but is able to act on his own. She's manipulating you since you were a kid, but we're not like that. The king gives a choice. It's not an order, but an opportunity to bring your family back. Do you want that? Then go downstairs. No, they literally are saying, don't bring us back. They are specifically requesting that you don't bring them back. He gives you a chance. Except I can't leave. I never read this. I don't want it. I can't leave! How is it a choice if I can't leave? Ow. You'll no longer be alone. The fuck is this? Where am I? Let your family in. Smash the mirror. There's so much blood. There's so much fucking blood. Fuck! Gross. Oh, these are everybody. I'm sorry. But you guys are dead and there's nothing we can do about it. That's just, it's something you have to accept. The dead are dead. I've made my choice. It's what they wanted. Now he's gonna kill me. Oh. I did the right thing. Only I had the courage to do what needed to be done. I accepted the death of my family. Achievement unlocked. Solitude. How unfortunate. Prognostic. Da 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 da. Dmitri, Renat, Zadev. So I'm guessing they're all Russian. Marlon, what English voice actor? Just English voice actor. Marlon Dunn. Marlon Dunn. Very, very tiny dev team, which just one whole supporter. I'm kind of vibing with this music. And you can select the chapter. I don't know why you would want to do this, because, like... Here, let's see what the other ending is. Whee! Ow. I like to imagine that crunch is the sound of my bones breaking. Must I go down all this? What if I only, like, resurrect some of them? Is that a different ending I can get? Just, like, I'll resurrect, like, my brother, because he's cool, and then I'll drown everybody else, because fuck them. Whee! Alright, gotta wait forever for this. Get fucked, Dad. Get fucked, Mom. Get fucked, Grandma. You can come out, though. So, I'm pretty sure it'll just get me one ending, regardless. I let anyone else, I'm fucked. And I'm gonna fucking die now. Achievement unlocked. Behind the mirror. So, like, do you just die in the end? Like, either way? Okay, yeah, we don't need to see this. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, let me see. Let me go to my fucking... Hey, you tried to return your family but brought back something else. Alright, I got all the achievements. Fuck yeah! That rarely happens, because I'm not very good at video games. Alright. So, what are my thoughts on the game? I think the game was really good. Definitely has absolutely zero replay value, and I'm kind of disappointed I never really saw the death card. I think I might have seen it when I got like the 3 devil cards in the row, and then I got that black card. That might have been the death card. I'm not sure. But it's kind of disappointing it never showed up beyond that, if that was the card. Sometimes things can be kind of fuddly. But like, none of the chapters are really long. It's just that sometimes it can be a bit of a pain, especially if it's like the rune puzzles, which are kind of a pain in the butt. I think the worst is actually if you end up dying and you're only like halfway through solving it, because then you have to like, there's still other clues that you need to solve for, like just in case you need them. Yeah, no, I liked it. It was sufficiently spooky. Like, the actual deaths were never scary. Even like the first time it happened, I was just kind of like, ah, shit. But, the rest of it, like the ambience, like you know, you heard me swearing and yelling at the game. You know that I found parts, like, scary. So yeah, it was quite well done. And what I'm really interested in seeing is seeing this idea developed further. Because, like, there's so few games where you get to be a detective and actually do detective things. Like, there are so many games where you're a detective and, like, you don't actually, like, it's weird. Like, the actual amount of detective work seems to be kind of limited. And it would be I think it would be interesting to see this expanded upon and, like, to do more. Maybe, like, instead of just being confined to a single house, you can go to different locations and do things. Like, I don't really know what happens to the main character, who is nameless, doesn't have a name. All we know is an age. Do we even know a gender? Like, am I supposed to be playing as a dude? I think I'm supposed to be playing as a dude. I forget. God damn. But yeah, I'm not sure, because, like, I'm guessing in the ending where you try to save your family, you just get possessed or something, or you release, like, the devil or whatever the fuck he's supposed to be. But, like, when you refuse to, a door opens and it leads to a white light, which usually means, like, you're walking, you know, walk into the light. You go on to the afterlife. I'm not sure. It's called Solitude. So I imagine you don't die? You let your family go. The demons of the past no longer have power over you. Okay, so I'm guessing he's not dead. So you could bring the character back and have him just being like, dang, I have this power and I should use it for good. Let's go around the world and solve crimes around demon possession or whatever the fuck it is. I think that would be interesting. I mean, like, there's like an entire 3 devs, so it's not really they'd probably need to grow as a studio, like get more people on board, and have more people to like storyboard and stuff. And I would also say like start making their own assets. Because I've noticed a lot of indie horror games that I've played are definitely using asset packs from Unity, which is like, that's the point of them, right? But if you only play like a handful, you probably don't really notice. But once you start playing a lot of them, you really start to fucking notice. After a while, you start playing all these games, and you start to recognize a lot of the assets. One of them blatantly has something that was used in What Remains of Edith Finch. And like that is a package in the Unity assets. It's like a thing you can buy, the What Remains of Edith Finch asset pack. And it's like, bruh, this is so tied in with that story. Why are you using it? But when I went between two games by two different developers, I noticed some of the objects were like literally the exact same thing. And it's like, oh, they're using the same asset pack. And this has been happening a lot. Like, it's like, this all looks really familiar. And it would, and like, I know, like, building 3D models and shit is really fucking hard. I can't even manipulate a pre-made 3D object in Clip Studio Paint to try and make, like, like, that's, like, it's almost impossible for me. I don't work well with 3D space. So, like, I get it's hard. And that's why you have these asset packs. But, like, it would be so standout if they got someone who did, like, 3D modeling, 3D design, and had got their own assets made. At least some of them. So yeah, I'm interested to see what else they do with this. I would definitely like to see a retread of this, not a retread, but like to continue working on this concept, see how far they can take it. Because I do find the ability to like do actual detective work, and it's not like super easy, like, there's only 3 things you can interact with, I wonder what this could be. But it has like that whole like mysticism, magic aspect. So it's not like, man, how are you like just realizing that this is exactly what you need? Like, how do you know? In a lot of like detective-y type games. So in this one, it kind of makes sense. You're using magic to point you to where you need to go. So yeah, would really be interested in seeing this idea expanded and worked on more. Otherwise, I really enjoyed the game. Very spooky. And I wish the developers well in whatever they pursue in the future. And don't know, I recorded this all in basically one session. I took a couple breaks here and there. But I did it all tonight instead of doing schoolwork. I'll see how many videos I make it. Might make it like 2 or 3. I think it'll be too long to just do one. And then I'll have to figure out something else to do. Until then, see you.